All right, so many thanks for joining us on the business segment of Midday Live. This afternoon we go to the presidency, where just about a short while ago, His Excellency the Vice President opened a stakeholders meeting to deliberate on how to boost Ghana's foreign exchange resources. Well, among other things, they are supposed to deliberate on how to raise the Ghana cedi on the market. These are some highlights of the meeting.
To tackle the energy crisis in order to propel growth. Today's dialogue is therefore an opportunity to practically confront problems of balancing our trade by reducing imports and boosting exports through appropriate short-term policy interventions. Distinguished citizens of our country, whose expertise, experience, and insights will hasten the achievement of much-needed economic policy interventions necessary to reverse the imbalances in our foreign trade. So, Chairman, I therefore wish to formally declare this national dialogue on boosting Ghana's foreign exchange resources duly open and charge all participants to contribute constructively towards the growth and development of our economy.
All right, so we will bring you highlights of that particular story later in our bulletin. That's probably on News 360. But let's do some energy issues now. And here, the Ministry of Energy and Petroleum has denied media reports that the electricity company of Ghana will be privatized as part of conditions attached to the Second Millennium Challenge Compact. A statement signed by the sector minister Emmanuel Ama Kofi Boa noted that multi-sectorial consultations have recognized the electricity company of Ghana's ongoing efforts at working with the private sector to improve on its operations for the benefit of the people of Ghana and industry. Private sector participation's option in distribution is a generally accepted principle under the power sector reform efforts. The proposal under the MCC is a derivative of ECG's own ongoing efforts at ensuring private sector participation in its operations. The statement concluded that the sale of ECG is not a subject for consideration under this compact. The efforts at resolving Ghana's distribution challenges should therefore not be seen as sale of ECG or NEDCO. All right, so this afternoon we've had the opportunity to move to the presidency. We've also done something on energy. Let's stay balanced as brand ambassadors. In Ghana, we stand as the fourth most respected brand in the country. We're talking about TV3. But just before any other thing, it's time for us to discuss the maritime sector. And here, industry players are asking government to collaborate with the International Federation of Freight Forwarders Association to regulate the freight forwarding and logistics industry into one body. CEO of Conship, McDonald Vasnani, says they also want to see sanity in the freight forwarding business. He spoke to me on Business Focus.
Government is watching today. If the Minister of Transport is watching today, I want him to hear the critical things you need him to address.
Well, there's a need for us to categorize our industry, which I think is very, very crucial, because there are people who are just playing the role of custom broking, or I'll say as custom house agents. There are others who are doing other things, but now we've all been lumped together.
Okay.
And it's not helping us. Then the other thing also is with this, multinationals coming in, taking out the businesses that can be done locally.
There should be some local content.
Seriously, if you go to Nigeria, you hardly find a foreign company doing custom clearance or freight forwarding. If you go to Togo, if you go to Cote d'Ivoire, it's not happening. So why are we allowing it to happen here? We want to see sanity. There are a lot of things going on, and there has to be the need for a stakeholders meeting. We've been pushing for that. If we have that, we'll be able to say, hey, government, if you do things this way, it will help us. But sometimes.
All right, so if you just joined us, you're still on the business segment of Midday Live. We've brought you some studio interviews this time around. Let's take you out there and get a feel of what is happening in business in real time. My colleague Josephine Frimpong is about and out there. There's a particular story coming up. The Association of Exporters and Importers are demonstrating against what they describe as harsh and unfavorable business climate. Josephine Frimpong is in Tema. She's joined me on the line. A very good afternoon, Josephine. Just share with us what are the concerns of these exporters.
Good afternoon, Kweku. As you rightly pointed out to our viewers, the Association of Importers and Exporters put out a circular that they'll be having a demonstration today, Tuesday, at the Meridian Hotel area at the harbour. We turn out in their numbers, that is the media men and about over 100 police officers at the place. But we were surprised that when we got there wasn't a single soul there to demonstrate against what they are describing as unfair business climate at the harbour here.
Wow. Now, quite unfortunate. They said, we're going to demonstrate on this day because conditionalities are not right for us. Now, the police is there, pressmen in their numbers, and no demonstrators. That's what you mean?
Yes. We got here in anticipating. We were informed that we expected to have 10,000 demonstrators who are going to register their protest. But certainly, even the executive secretary for the association could not even turn up at the site. So, for us media men and the police personnel, we were here. We waited for about 4 hours and there was nothing to prove that there's going to be a demonstration here.
Josephine, now to the top question. Is the police preparing to arrest anybody?
According to the police, what they told me was that if this demonstration does not come on, then first the executive secretary and the association have wasted time and resources for the state, and probably they might be tempted to press charges against him for wasting security men's time.
All right, Josephine Frimpong, thank you very much for joining us with the latest update.